one video a month is 12 videos a year, and I wanted to make this video because I struggled with that concept for quite a bit of time while I was doing or trying to do this YouTube, and I still am a little bit, so I'm not perfect either, but I want to talk about it because I put so much pressure on myself to try and fit in with everybody else, and all these other creators who've got teams and then extra people helping them. But I wanted to make it because I wanted to sort of show, like, when you're like just starting is what it means, but it doesn't mean that you have to try and do 1 to 2 videos a week plus shorts plus everything else and sort of overwhelm yourself. And I did that for quite a bit of time, and I lost quite a bit of time and didn't produce anything which I was quite happy with. And there's many videos I've filmed and never really published, or filmed parts of it and never really put together. But if you simplify it and just say, like, you know, I'm a busy dad, busy person, you know, you don't have to be a dad, you know what I mean? But obviously I am, and you know, I just like talking about it because I am. So you just have to simplify it, and you don't need hours and hours per week because you are busy, got a full-time job, and this is on the side. So you need, like, I've tried to I've got another video sort of in the works where I've gone back to analog, and you sort of do like 10-minute little blasts of ideas in a little book. And I've done it before in a bigger book, but I don't know, for some reason I was like, why am I writing it in a book? I might as well just have it on my phone, and then I've got my phone all the time. But I think sometimes that gets sort of lost, and everything digital looks quite the same. I know that sounds quite weird, but I suppose, but something about, I don't know, writing something down and potentially crossing it off and then going to the next page is something else. And I've sort of, it's not really a notepad, it's more of it's a sketchbook technically, but I like to draw in my spare time, so even if I'm not like writing ideas, I'll sketch little doodles or whatever I feel like doing, just to sort of switch my brain off, because I quite like all that stuff. And that's another video what I'm in the works for, because, you know, I do like drawing. I've got back into it in my older age. I used to do it when I was younger. Why I stopped, I don't know, but again, it's sort of life taking over and you telling yourself that you got to stop everything fun. So yeah, it's not about trying to copy everybody else of what they're doing. You need to find a system just to get yourself going. And I truly believe if you do 1 video a month, I know it doesn't sound much at the start, but if you're capable of doing more, then try more. But don't tell yourself, I'm going to do this, because I did it and I couldn't do it because it was just impossible, because you're still learning how to make videos. So I mean, you can do some practice runs, don't get me wrong, but like I say, if you want, like, you want to upload a video when you're happy with it, you know, done is better than perfect. Always remember that. Like, you can always tweak it. You always add another, I don't know, overlay or text or whatever, or color grade if you're into that. But just don't overcomplicate it at the start. You know, don't compare yourself to others because they've got, you know, multi-million pounds, or doesn't mean multi-million all the time, but you know, a lot of people behind them. They've got people doing editing, which you know, I've thought about, you know, outsourcing editing. I've got a friend who's like looking at it because he does sort of like a pizza truck, and you know, he's thinking about outsourcing his editing, which is not a bad idea, but I do enjoy the editing process. But my last video got done all right. You know, I got a couple of new subscribers. You know, welcome to you guys. And I just wanted to sort of make a video sort of on the way to work and talk about this, because I think it's quite important. Because if you're learning how to do YouTube and you wanted to make it successful, like, you know, I've watched the videos where they're like, oh, get monetized in 10 weeks, you know, just do video, but these people don't have jobs. Half of them don't have jobs. So it's very difficult just to keep doing video, especially if you're trying to figure out your niche. Like, I went from cooking to tech and now to this. And I think sometimes it takes a little bit of time to do it, and YouTube is the long game. And I think if you rush it, you'll just get crazy at it, and then you'll just, you know, or mad at it, and you'll just get, and you'll stop. there's been a couple of times where I've just taken 3 months off, where I keep telling myself I'm going to upload and think of a video, but you sort of get that procrastination and just sort of like, oh yeah, I'll do it soon, I'll do it next time. But you stay on top of it, but you have to keep it simple. Like the planning, don't try and find 3 hours in a day to try and plan your video. Just do like little snippets, if you leave your work at 5, do it for 15 minutes before you leave work, in the car, and go home. Like those little things. You have to find like little snippets of the day. I don't think you can ever plan a perfect day unless you're completely off and you've got no family about, which is very rare. But yeah, sort of final thoughts. It's a very short video, so it's just a quick one what I want to do on the way to work, just to sort of keep the momentum up. I feel good when I make a video. I find it's quite therapeutic, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who do feel the same. So, don't make it hard. Give yourself one challenge each month, and if you can do more, do more. If it goes to 2 weeks, great. But give yourself time. Don't try and do 2 videos per week. It's a hard old ask, especially if you're figuring out what you're doing. Like the first few videos, 100 videos, are just you testing the water to see what gets interaction, what doesn't get interaction. So just keep it simple. I know obviously it might sound counterintuitive just to do 1 video a week, you're not being consistent, but technically you are. Over a year you're doing 1 video a month, but you put your time and effort into planning it. You film it good, the information is good, and then post-production you've got a bit of time to do it properly, you don't feel rushed, and then you publish, and then try and think of the next one. But the more times you do it, the more you'll upload each month, and your systems will help you be better and quicker. So then the next time you do it, you think, oh, I've done that video in 2 weeks. All right, let's keep going. And then before long, you're back up to maybe 1 video a week. So yeah, I just wanted to give you sort of my opinion. Some of you agree, some of you disagree. I don't know, but just take it steady at the start, because then you don't give yourself a headache and overwhelm yourself. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.